Welcome to Sports Talk with John and John. That's John, he's John, and me? Well, I'm the shark.
Giants.
Oh,
What happened in the
I will
Giants
be
game?
glad to take this to
There,
start.
my boy,
I will be glad.
my boy.
Absolutely. Look, if we're going to talk about the league's lowest scoring offense of week one, you know
The
what?
Giants.
Where can we start? You know what? Was I wrong? No, I wasn't wrong. I was dead wrong. Shout out to Notorious B.I.G. You're dead wrong. Because I damn sure
Dead
was
wrong.
dead wrong. Because
Wow.
I had this team actually
92 shout out.
the audacity of the New York Giants beating the Commanders. What was I thinking? At home? What was I thinking?
I
I'll
know
tell
what you
I
were
was
thinking.
I was thinking that, you know what? Perhaps, just maybe, perhaps that Russell Wilson would do something like, I don't know, complete more than 50% of passes. Didn't happen. He was 45% passing, right? He had a QBR of less than 70, which is abysmal. Okay. Next, Tyrone Tracy. Can I get a missing? I mean, he's on the back of a milk carton. You know what? He's supposed to be the running back. I got to be honest with you. It was a sight. I mean, he had a really pedestrian 2.4 yards per carry.
What about Motor?
Oh, even worse. You know, he had three carries, 9 yards, couldn't move the pile. And I understand that the Giants were without, you know what, an all-pro left tackle. I get it. Evan Neal is the real deal. You know what I'm saying? He's a real deal. But that does not translate to, you know what, some of the worst rushing numbers I've ever seen in an NFL football game ever of all time. By the way, Russell Wilson, you know what, was the best rusher of the game. 44 yards rushing completely. You know what I'm saying?
Russ.
He had a decent connect. He had actually, when you really think about it, he had decent connections with Malik Neighbors. You know what? Who played pretty well. Malik actually had 5 catches for 71, but for the most part of the game, he was actually shut out. Wan'Dale Robinson worked underneath, so I can see that where they're thinking about going with that. But the reality of it is that Darius Slayton, crickets.
Zero.
Crickets.
Zero. Zero.
Crickets.
Zero.
Crickets. You wanted the money. You said you were the man. You know what? Now I need to show and prove, like they used to say back where I'm from. Second of all, the Commanders. How dare I question Jaden Daniels? Well, I mean, look.
Slap
Don't
yourself.
get me wrong. I should
Slap
do
yourself.
what? I should just knock myself out.
Absolutely.
And he didn't have a great game. It's not like he
Pedestrian.
had a great game. You know
Pedestrian.
But realistically, 19 for 30 for 233. You know what? Once again, is that over 10 yards per reception? Yes, it is. How many picks did he throw? 0. How many tutties did he throw? He threw 1. But how many touchdowns did he actually, contribute to? You can make the argument that basically that the touchdown that Crockett ran in, that Crosby Merritt ran in, all eyes are on Jaden Daniels because they're so afraid of him taking off that it just basically makes holes and gashes for everybody else. So, you know what? Jaden Daniels is going to be A-OK. By the way, he starts developing chemistry with Zach Ertz and Debo and the rest of those guys. It's gonna be a nightmare. If there was a bright spot in this game for the Giants, it was the defense. Let's be real about it. You know what? I have faith that Dex is going to be right. He got the double team for most of the time. You know what? Abdul Carter had a couple of pressures. You know what? Even contributed to a sack that basically, or should have been sacked, but it was called intentional grounding. And you know what? The guy that basically my dad loves to hate on so much, Brian Burns, basically.
That's
contributed-
no.
Things.
Wait a minute.
contributed to not one, but two
That's
sacks.
not true.
Brian Burns
on.
had 2 of them things.
Brian Burns
That's
had
not
2
true. That's
Two
not
sacks.
true. That's not true.
2
I don't
sacks.
hate on Brian Burns.
Oh, okay, well, you know what,
Right, okay.
Brian, last time I checked, you know what, if you can get a sack on Jaden Daniels, you kind of did your thing. You know what,
Okay.
what was
Fast.
the chase down
When you're
sack?
finished, just let me know. Just let me know when you're done.
So, I will tell you that defense is going to be all right. Once again, you know what, they were punching out of their weight. They're punching above their weight class. This game should have been a lot closer. However, it wouldn't have changed the outcome. The reality is that the Commanders are just a better team, and the Giants are now, debating whether or not to start Jackson dart for next season, next game. So we'll see how that goes.
You done?
Oh, I will be done for good with this game once you give your take.
Okay, I think you should be done for the season with this team.
Oh.
Somebody picked the under on this team, and we don't need to call him dad.
Oh, here we go.
Anyway, I'm watching this game, and I'm wearing my Lawrence Taylor
And that's
jersey.
why you lost. I was wearing the same one too.
And
By the way-
Lululemon shorts, extra small.
No, they were fabuletic.
4-inch seams, 4-inch seams.
Whenever you
Fab
finish, whenever you two are finished, let me know. Let me know. Let me know when you're finished. Thank you. Anyway, so I'm wearing my Lawrence Taylor jersey, and I'm watching this game, and there's a specific play. It's in the second half. No, I think it was third quarter. And Russ throws a pass in the flat to what's his name? Malik Neighbors. Now, it's a flat pass, and the corners are already up, and the safeties are up because the Giants are in the red zone. And
Yeah.
Malik Neighbors catches the pass. First of all, it should have never been thrown because it was tight coverage, and all he could do with the pass would be run towards the sideline because the coverage was so tight. So he did what any wide receiver would do. He tried to make the first man miss and make a move from the outside to make some lateral push by going outside, but the safety was there. And you would think that this kid's effort was something for the Giants and Brian Daboll to regard as not enough. And that was a telltale sign because what that
Yeah,
says to
yelling?
me, yeah, that it was a telltale sign because A, the wrong guy again is under pressure for all the wrong reasons, and B, the play calling for the Giants was abysmal. And that there was, and this is my observation for the game. I'm not even going to get into the Commanders because they're so far ahead of the Giants at this point. By the way, and just to end with the Commanders, Deebo Samuels, that pickup for the Commanders,
Dividends.
the league is in trouble. The NFC East,
Dividends.
the NFC East is in trouble
Yeah.
because Deebo looks stronger.
Faster.
He looks healthy. He looks like I won't ever say that he was never motivated, but he certainly looks like this Deebo Samuels that's trying to resurrecting his career, but certainly reestablish his career. Receptions, seven receptions for 77 yards, and 1 for 19 on a rush. So he's going to get more rushing yards. So
Yeah.
let's give him 3 rushes, 3 rushing attempts. Let's give him 28 yards, 3 rushing attempts. On passing attempts, we're going to give him 8 yards a catch. So he's going to account for at least 120 yards of offense for a team that can already get down the field. Scary Terry had a bad game. He was only 2 for 27. I thought that was odd. 2 for 27. I'm just going to call that a blip on the radar for the Commanders. But when he gets back to normal, which would be about 5 for 75 or 8 for 108, he'll be around there. With him, Deebo Samuels, Austin Eckler out the backfield, and Zach Ertz playing like old Zach Ertz. That is a really good receiving team. So I'm done with the Commanders and back to the Giants, and this will be real quick. Russell Wilson, Frank Wilson,
Oh,
Axon
there we go.
Jackson. It doesn't make a difference who's going to quarterback the Giants. You cannot go into the NFC East with your running backs being Tyrone Tracy, Devin Singletary, and someone named Cameron Scatterboo, who I like, but he's
I do
no
too.
more than, but he's Henry Hyanuski.
He's a fullback.
Right, he's a fullback. You're going to get real big, hard plays from him, maybe a tough first down, a good pickup block, but that's what he's there for. But you're number 1 and you're number 2, Devin Singletary and Tyrone Tracy, and you could have gotten Derrick Henry.
Yeah, we all know how that went.
You pass on Derrick Henry. As far as Malik Neighbors go, I give him 8 games. 8 games before he's either hurt,
Checked out.
checked out, or hurt, You know, a combination of both where he's going to get that pass, deep cross, shallow cross, running into the safety for a 7-yard pickup on a 3rd and 12. That's what he's going to get, and he knows it. He knows it.
We're gonna leave the Giants right where they stand. But you did say something. You mentioned the play calling. We're gonna touch on that in a little bit more. I want to talk about the guy that left the Giants for just a second, and I want to talk about Daniel Jones.
Oh,
Mike, can we
that's my
cue
man,
that-
Danny
can we cue
Dimes.
that
I
game
call
up?
that. I call that Danny Dimes.